So once again I'm walking on one of these beautiful woodland paths. They really do seem to be everywhere in Carmarthenshire, and look how good it is underfoot. I'm not sure it's going to be like this all winter, but it's excellent at the moment. It does make you want to come out and walk here because you don't have to walk along the busy roads. You can just sort of disappear along all these lovely little paths. I really like it. I think I know where I'm going to come out. Isn't this absolutely beautiful? Look at the size of the trees. I've gone a bit tree crazy since we've been back from Portugal, just because you don't get these enormous trees on the coast in the Algarve. You get the sort of olive trees and carob trees, and I'm trying to think what other trees, but we don't get this sort of tree there. You have to go up to Montchique, the Serra de Montchique, to get any big trees, and then they turn to eucalyptus and chestnut trees. These are just amazing, aren't they? They're so beautiful. So not the best start to my walk. I've walked for about 500 metres from these big stones blocking the entrance to vehicles. I suddenly thought, where's my phone? And I searched my pockets, fleece, trousers, nothing. I thought, oh no. So I thought I'm bound to have dropped it in the last few minutes, but no. I had to walk all the way back to the boulders. Fortunately, there's nobody around, and it was just lying on the floor. So now this is probably going to be more than 7.4 kilometres, probably over 8. So we'll set off again, and hopefully this time I'll keep an eye on my phone a bit better. So this is actually a long stretch of sort of stony ground. I mean, I hate walking on these stones in the summer, but I suppose in the winter they do stop the ground becoming completely waterlogged. Last time I came along here I was still running. I hadn't broken my arm, and I did run along here. I got a bit lost, I seem to remember, because I didn't have a map, but I did run, and hopefully it won't be too long before I can run again, because there is actually, they've resurrected the running club in the village. It's so frustrating. They run twice a week and I can't join them at the moment. That would have been my dream in the Algarve, to have had a local running group. After saying I was going to bring my little wildflower book out with me, I completely forgot it. So look at these. I'm not really sure what any of them are. I'm going to look them up when I get back, and I can put the date next to the sighting. I mean, it's not the best time of year now, August, for wildflowers. But it's nice to see there's still some around, isn't it? So I've just gone past Carway, where there's an awful lot of building going on. And this is a pretty little stream. I'm just crossing it on a wooden bridge. I was trying to take a picture of some of the buildings. See, there's a lot of building going on here. It's a lot. I think there must be hundreds of houses. Anyway, I think I'm nearly at the nature reserve, so I'm going to carry on, and hopefully we'll get there before too long. This is interesting. So we've arrived at Coed Ffos Las. Sadly, the very first thing that I saw was a pile of dog's poop. Oh, dog walkers, read the dog walker's code, please. You are not supposed to just leave it on the floor. Coed Ffos Las is a new woodland. The land was bought by the Woodland Trust in 2014 to create a centenary wood to commemorate those who lost their lives in World War I. A total of 90,000 native trees have now been planted here, which I think is quite incredible. And these interpretation boards tell the story of how the Gwendraith Valley changed forever because of the huge demand for timber during the war years. The story of Hedd Wyn, a Welsh language poet, is perhaps one of the most poignant associated with the First World War. He submitted his poem for the 1917 nationalised Steddfod under the pseudonym Fleur de Lis, but he was killed on the first day of the Battle of Cascendale. before the est ever took place. When his name was revealed as the winner of the Bardic chair, the chair was draped in black and was later presented to his family in Trosvennedd, where it remains to this day. This incredible metal sculpture is a war horse carrying a slain soldier. It's just beautiful, isn't it? It's called The Hero, the same as Hedwen's poem. If you look really closely, you can see the pieces are shaped like leaves. After the war horse, I came across this rather haunting carving. It looks like someone's sitting in despair with their hands wrapped around their head. I couldn't see any sign of what it was called or who had carved it. It's rather beautiful. I think you'll agree. This is a better view of that house and estate I showed you earlier. The Ffos Las Racecourse is down there somewhere. Can't see it very well from here. And then obviously you can see the coast beyond. Is that the coast? I think it's the coast. But I will actually do something else about the racecourse one day. I was still climbing uphill. I hope I'm not going to be rained on, as I didn't actually bring a raincoat today. It's just lovely up here. I love these big open spaces. And as you can see, the path is really clear and easy to walk on. I've just realised that since I joined the woodland path in the village, I haven't encountered anybody at all on this walk. It's probably a bit late in the day for dog walkers. It's about 12:30. But I haven't seen anybody. And interestingly, they're talking on the radio about how children tend not to go outside and play outside in the summer holidays anymore, and whether that's necessarily a bad thing. But I'm just thinking, if we'd lived somewhere like this when I was a kid, there would have been den building everywhere, absolutely everywhere. I have to be a little bit careful where I put my feet at the moment, because there's a gully down there between my legs. It's so beautiful up here. I'm so glad I came. I'm not at all concerned that I'm going to be coming up here again in 2 days' time. I have no idea whether my friend's been here before, but I think it's a really lovely spot. Well, I really like that wooden sculpture of an owl. We were going the wrong way at that point. I carried on up the hill, and then I was starting to think, am I going the right way? And then Harri rang me to say, you're going the wrong way. I disappeared off GPS apparently. So I've had problems with my app. It's me, it's my phone, it's me. He never does have problems. I basically walked the wrong direction, so I had to come all the way back down the hill and find the correct direction. At the moment now I'm walking, I am back en route, thankfully, but I'm actually walking alongside that stream I showed you earlier, but the building site is the other side of it, so you can actually hear the noise of the building site. So I think what I'm going to do is leave it here. Thank you for coming walking with me. I've enjoyed it. I'm quite hungry now though, so I'm quite looking forward to going back and eating. The blackberries are delicious, but they're not very sustaining. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.